the first episode of the new year, the Grown Woman Podcast. Shout out to our sponsors, Artificial Makeup and Photo, where fantasy becomes reality. Today, what's the topic, you guys? What are we doing?
We are reflecting on 2019, which was a pain in my ass.
Pretty much.
The latter part of it. And setting intentions and goals for 2020. Not the whole decade, just this first year. As well as making our vision boards.
Which I'm gonna go ahead and get started on because you know it takes a minute.
Yeah.
I really want this right here.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
You finna excuse me, health and alright.
Investment.
Okay.
Where was the
I guess I can
Better Homes and Gardens? No?
Yeah, it's over there.
Okay.
Okay, so you said we are
We're starting off with reflecting on 2019.
2019 wasn't that bad for me, you know. I feel like 2018 was the year that was like real rough. 2019 it was trying to get better, I guess, a little bit.
2019, like I said at the beginning of it, it was good. I had to readjust some things. I was laid off from my job 2018 December, and so I kind of went on a sabbatical or whatever, and because I was still getting paid for my job even in 2019 for my job that laid me off in 2018. So I'm just gonna go on this sabbatical. I'm gonna travel. I'm gonna dab
enjoy life.
Yeah, dab into like entrepreneurship. So I started Airbnb. So like whoop whoop.
Yes, money.
I traveled. You know, I actually was like living.
You was always traveling.
So y'all, I don't have any scissors. So I'm gonna have to wait. So I was living how I wanted to live.
But did you say you had some in your car?
In my car.
Sorry.
It's okay. I'll just wait. Patience.
Oh yeah, I got taught.
I
got taught that last year.
It's what I'm learning.
I flip through pages. So that's
yeah, I do. Let me flip. So, as some of you may or may not know, I had breast cancer in 2015, and all of a sudden in August 2019, breast cancer smacked the fuck out my ass. Excuse me if there is any kids. Yeah, out my ass in 2019. I was just living it up in Vegas, and I had a pain in my back, and I was blaming it on the office seat at work. And I was like, they done got me this jacked up ass seat, ain't got no back on it. I was up there about to order these, whatever, what is it? Some nomics, chairs and balls and shit. Yeah.
Did you really think it was that? Or
I did, because like
it was subconscious was like trying to avoid it.
It was a lower back pain, and I was like, what in the world? You never think breast cancer and lower back pain.
Right.
So that hit me, and so I immediately quit work to get back to what I was supposed to be doing, and that was healing and not being complacent in life. And with relationships, I had to get back to monitoring my health, because unlike others my age, I shouldn't be out drinking every weekend and not exercising and eating everything I want. So just had to make right. It just made me refocus on what I have to do with my life. So overall, 2019 was good, but then it did knock the shit out of me. And I was like, you know what, 2019, if you was a person, we gonna fight on sight.
Like Eve.
Like Eve.
Sorry. Yeah.
You wanna fight Eve?
Yeah. Like from the Bible.
Oh, okay.
Like when I see her.
I was like, the rapper, she has paw prints. She might be
She might actually Molly Mama ass.
She might
not that one.
Right, she has paw prints in her boobies, so.
Not that one.
She's a billionaire, so she may be reformed.
Well,
girl, listen, you okay.
So what about your 2019? What are you reflecting on?
You know what? I did a lot of growing. So at the end of 2018 on Instagram, all I talked about was you know what I'm saying, getting your energy right and blocking people, and it doesn't matter if those people are your family.
It sure don't. Your baby daddy.
Okay.
I'm just being I'm just being real.
Okay.
I'm walking when it's time to, but it ain't Monday through Friday.
I wasn't going there, but you know what? Yeah, your baby daddy if you have to. Look, clutch. Look at you.
Thank you.
There we go.
It's gonna be a long episode.
Okay. But I talked about that at the very end of 2018 on social media, and it kind of led into the very beginning of 2019, and then I went on a fast at the very beginning, February to March. I went off as far as like what I was eating, where I was going, who I was talking to, what I was talking about.
Ooh, people don't
prayer,
talk about that.
right?
People.
Okay. Prayer, meditation. I was reading the Bible. I was reading this other like journal thing. I was writing in my journal like I used to. I got back connected with some of the things that I felt like I had to let go of for whatever reasons. And at the end of that, besides the fact that I lost weight, because that's always good, I felt really centered at one point. I felt really calm, which is something I haven't felt in a very long time. And I locked my hair because I wanted to lock down the things that I learned from that in hopes to remember that. So just like a wedding ring, how people wear it to symbolize, that was like the whole purpose for my locks, and it was really good for a while. And then Big Ange came back out to play for a little while, and it was not.
See, that's the thing. Sometimes we revert back.
Yeah.
To the things that brought us where we don't need to be,
Big
and it will put you back in that same place.
What you mean? What does that mean?
I was so the ruthless me, which y'all don't usually see. Yeah, and mean me, argumentative me,
I get that.
aggressive me, the drinking me. Okay, I was ready to fight me.
Oh yes.
I think I laid my hand on someone I won't name. It was not a good moment.
I had 2 fights last year.
Really?
Yes.
I'm almost
I'm too grown.
She be fighting.
I'm too grown
for this.
Not for
The
real.
people you be fighting is different.
I had a fight last year, and it ended in both of us losing our jobs. So.
Oh, you got to fight in work?
Yes, girl. I made it sure.
Oh Lord. See, mine went bad.
She was a whole bully. Like, I don't know if people understand, like, bullies who are kids grow up to be adult bullies.
Adults, bullies.
If they don't get help, if they don't
Nasty.
love themselves, if they don't do the proper steps. Like, you don't have to be, but I'm just saying, if you don't address it.
Right.
So I
But but with all of that, I came back around and realized that I learned how to just relax and chill and open up a lot more. You know, I'm still here for cutting people off, and unfortunately, I've kind of done that. And unfortunately, some of those people haven't been my family, but friends, family. It wasn't like a forceful like, don't talk to me, bitch, because I fight you. It was just like a, be cool. I just prefer not to give you my business.
But as you evolve as a person, and as things change in life, nothing's forever. People kind of fall off. So it's a part of
the
life.
point in my life where I'm not really cutting people off, but I am caring less about their opinions and how they feel. Like, I feel like my cutting people off was 2018. But it's people that I still have to deal with, you know. Family. Let's just be honest, it's family. It's hard to cut people in your family off. So what I've tried now is just not caring as much. And so far it's been working. Like, I've had my moments where I go back and I'm argumentative and I get my feelings hurt and I want to defend myself. I want to explain myself. And it's just like, wait a minute.
It's like, why do you have to explain yourself? You know,
I'm 28 years old. Like, I'm tired of explaining myself. And, you know, if you think I'm a bad person or you have your opinion about me, that's on you, boo. Like, I know who I am. And it's just going to be like that. Like, I think there's a book about it, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. I'm going to revisit that book.
Did you read that book?
I started it.
But
I did the audio book, but the person that wrote the book kept saying fuck a lot. And I was like,
yeah.
I don't know, it just kind of distracted me a little bit.
I thought it was extremely redundant.
It was a lot of
right, and I couldn't get past like the first 20 something pages.
That's how it was too, because it was an audiobook, so I'm just hearing it, you know.
Right, it's like
so maybe I'll try it again.
You don't give a fuck.
Reading it, because I keep hearing so good reviews about it, and I'm at the point in my life where I feel like I need to read it now, because at first I wasn't. You know how you read certain self-help books at certain moments in your life and it resonates?
I like the 4 Agreements.
Oh, that is the best book.
I haven't read that one.
In the whole wide world. Everyone needs to read the 4 Agreements.
The 5th Agreement is not really, I didn't really care for that one, but the 4 Agreements by Miguel, I can remember
Ruiz.
R-U-I-Z.
He has a bunch of other books that follow that book, but you have to read that book first. It will literally change your life.
Yeah, and like you said, fast, when cancer hit me again, it made me, it forced me to like fast, to cut out meat, to just start pumping my body, because initially I was like physically down from the pain pills and the steroids they gave me, where I was physically just like, I couldn't function, I could not sit like this, I'm in bed, where they kept sending me to the palliative care nurse. And I'm like, damn, am I dying? Like, and I was having to get morphine drips. And then I just had to like, one day, I had stopped praying. Honestly, I had stopped praying. And I had stopped going to church. I had probably been to church in years. And I just had to like, get in the room by myself, pray the pain out. And I'm not taking any more opioids, because I'm like, I'm gonna be a whole junkie out here. I ain't a junkie and you have cancer. I ain't sucking no dick for no pills. Yeah, but I just had to pray it out, and I had to fast from the foods that I ate. I had to fast from the foods that I ate and just pump myself full of fresh fruits and vegetables. Stop going out the places that I was going, because it wasn't beneficial to my health. So if I'm out every week at this club, and it also made me see who my real friends were, and who like my turn up friends, and like I didn't fault them for it. I didn't fault them for it. I was just like, oh, this is our relationship.
It's just clarity.
So it was like, you're gonna fall off anyway. I don't have to cut you off. You're gonna fall off anyway. Why? Because I'm not in those atmospheres with you.
Was it easy for you not to be in those atmospheres?
At first it was very easy. My health. I'm like, hell. And then it began hard when I got back into it, because I'm not the drinking. I'm like, damn, I ain't drinking. Anybody, you want a shot? You want a shot? I'm like, drinking me? Would be like, yeah. And then now I'm like, nah, no thank you. And then it goes into why you lying. It's like,
people mind your business.
Right.
Somebody said, don't want to drink. Just be all right, cool. One for me, more for me. Like,
right, just, yeah.
People are so invasive and entitled to your life. It's ridiculous.
So yeah, I guess so 2019 taught me to be true to myself. My normal is not everyone's normal. And it also brought me back to remembering my favorite quote by Morticia Adams. And I may be saying the wrong way.
Morticia Adams
from the Adams family. Okay, she says, normal is an illusion. What's chaos to the fly is normal for the spider. And I could have mixed those up, but it's like, my normal and your normal ain't the same, and that's okay.
That is
absolutely okay.
I know how to fit in with everybody anyway.
Yeah.
That's good. That is
so getting into setting intentions.
Okay.
What you mean by that?
Okay, so a lot of people may not know what intentions are.
Yes.
So according to Webster,
I made that too big. That's a big B.
Good thing you have an eraser.
Okay. Hello.
Webster defines intention as a determination to act in a certain way. So we say I define an intention as a purposeful awareness of how you want to experience something. It's about how you want to act and also how you want to feel. Also, an intention is purposefully deciding how you want something to feel. So somebody said, a quick example, say you have a meeting with your boss to negotiate a raise. before you go into this meeting, you can set the intention of, I intend to own my value. So,
Okay.
for me, like, I have a daily intention of just like being healthy and remembering to be healthy. So make my smoothies, take my supplements. Those are my number one. Exercise. My daily intention. I go into the day pretty much being healthy.
And that's your intention still this year?
So it wasn't my intention last year. My intention last year was to like make money, but because of what happened, my intention is to be healthy, because no matter how much money you have, if your health is not on point, yes. Wasn't it Steve Jobs?
Mm-hmm.
He died.
Yeah.
He had how much money he had? He died of cancer. Yeah. But anyway. That's one of my intentions.
Yeah, I was like, I have a lot.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I was supposed to say one because I got a lot. But
I have a lot of
the ones that come to mind, I definitely intend to be more mindful. Sometimes, being a Pisces, I let my emotions get the best of me. But I just try to be more emotionally intelligent because I realize that my future, it requires it. I'm going to be dealing with a lot of people. I'm going to be over a lot of people. I'm going to be dealing with a lot of different attitudes. I'm going to be dealing with a lot of different personalities and backgrounds. So just kind of like going back to what I said about not caring. I feel like that plays into it too, but just being mindful of how I respond to people, how I react to people in certain situations. Another intention, I guess, would be to just do everything that I planned out last year. Me and Andrew were talking about this before we started recording. Last year was like the year of planning, the year of getting everything you want kind of written out, planned out, and now it's time to do. And there's no trying, it's just doing. And it's been coming easy for me, but I mean, literally it's the 7th day of the year, so I need help, you guys. That's where you guys come in.
Accountability partner.
Make sure I'm staying on my shit. So far it's been easy. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because it's the new year and I'm just like super motivated lately, but I'm just like, I hope this stays the whole year because I want to just finish everything that I started, because I'm really bad at starting stuff and not finishing it. So I'm just taking it one day at a time, one step at a time, and finishing everything that I planned last year. And then when I'm done with that, I'll start on something new.
That's you, big inch.
The way you said that just made me feel like shit, I think one intention for me this year is going to be intentional with my spending habit. I have the worst spending habits. This is TMI, but like I filed bankruptcy when I was 23 years old. So 4 years later, I have 3 more years to go. Yeah.
A good thing you did when you were young.
Yes, right? That's what I said. I did it. Right?
So you can buy a house later.
I'm your cousin, and I didn't know this.
Yeah, no.
We did not discuss this at Christmas.
No.
I would think we would do it too.
No.
It encourages me to do it. So.
But yeah,
I think about it. Right. I ain't that bad, but anyway.
But yeah,
I
filed, and they make you take this course about spending and credit and blah blah blah, and I was good at it for a while, and then I was like went back into my old ways. And this past year I didn't work. I did not work. I know for a fact that I probably made 15 to 20, this is a lot, thousand less than I made the year before, because I didn't work this year. I set my mind on getting my peace back together because I was extremely angry the year before. So I didn't work, and which my bills got paid, so don't try me, okay?
I feel like
okay, I got money in my savings account. Don't play with me. But that's a big one for me, is to get better with my spending and my savings, because getting older and things are happening.
That's about the future.
Right, then you're in a relationship and you don't want to bring some of that stuff to the future. And
right.
and I want my house this year.
And
so
not
I ain't
even a
got time.
relationship for yourself.
For myself, yeah, I'm
For
there.
yourself.
You know, so.
But I hear what you're saying though. You don't want to drag somebody else's yoke.
Yeah. So I already like set up.
You can tell me how this going on.
That's why you keep
right, like
your dad is their dad. Like,
right,
or if you keep it separate. Try to keep it separate.
What the hell is that?
Yeah, Joe's, I got mine. And then we come together.
But then, what? No, I want his too. I'm in my bag, but shit, I'm in his too.
You can be in someone's bag, however, the bags do not have to be conjoined. I got my bag, you got your bag, and then you can give me some of yours, I guess.
I'm cool with playing in your bag if you try to.
Right, cash at me.
Okay.
Thanks, Daddy.
But yeah, that's one of them for sure. 'Cause, damn, that was a lot. Wow.
No, because sometimes you have to do that.
I think
the year that I didn't work was 2018. Forget saying making 10 to 15 to 20,000 less. I don't even know how I was living, because when I did my taxes, I had a whole apartment. I was traveling. I don't know what I was doing. I wasn't selling drugs. I wasn't doing anything illegally or selling ass. I don't know what I was doing. But
it was gone.
I made it some type of way by saying that on filing income taxes. Maybe this part should be cut out. But I had a whole apartment. I was traveling, and
where you weren't hurting.
I was not hurting, but I worked less. And actually, that was like a really good year for me. Why? Because I wasn't focused on the money. I was focusing on what made me happy and experiences.
If we could always live like that every year.
But also, with that, I started investing in a separate IRA when I was like 24, when I first started working. So even though I would be bullshitting, I would still put money in it. Got into a high yielding savings account. One of the savings accounts now that's high yielding is based off of how much you exercise. And so the interest rate for that is maybe like 2.5 for a savings, which is pretty high for a savings account. So it's kind of another way to get fit and save money. So what about goals? Goals for 2020.
Can I start?
Joe, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I was gonna say, okay, go ahead, Joe Miller.
I want to do more writing. I challenge myself to do 3 stories a week. I also want to take a chance. This is something that's scary, but I feel like that's what you need sometimes. I wanted to take on a client and help them create a music video. I want to shoot it, I want to direct it, I want to edit it, everything. And if not a music video, then some kind of like video project. With Color TV, I decided to do all the projects that I've been waiting on other people to do and just like do it myself. Because I did go to school for it, but it's just like I'm so removed from college, and I've been doubting myself, and I compare myself to other people and their work, and I'm just like, it's okay, I'm just gonna do it. So that's my goal, is to be more of a journalist, because that's who I am. Jamila the journalist. I feel like I need to kind of not prove that, but just show that more. And then also, like I said, take on the challenge of, you know, videography life. And another goal would be to just save a ton of money. Stack, stack, stack.
It says brand.
Oh, okay.
Did I spell it right?
I was like, big or big range. Big range. Okay.
I guess to get some abs.
I guess
Girl, I thought you was gonna say something else.
Ass.
Right.
Get some ass is what I thought you were gonna say. I'm like,
oh no.
Okay, well,
I get that.
So I have a few goals as well. I just started real estate school. I impulsively last Thursday night paid for a class. You did what?
I just marked your board on accident.
See, she's trying to mess up my vision. See, that's gonna, in life, you're gonna have people, they say my bad. They try to, like, you know, interfere with your vision. It's a comma.
Bro.
Maybe it means fuck up some commas. I don't know.
There you go. Yeah.
But you have that happen. I'm good for when shit happens, and shit just happened on my board. But anyway, for my own family. Do I need to cut her off?
Wow.
But anyway,
Do I need to cut her off?
but goals, yeah, like I said, I just supposedly bought I've been saying I want to do real estate forever, but now I have more time on my hands than ever because I stopped working in August and I still ain't went back to work. So Thursday night, I was like, you know what? When's the next real estate class? And it was like tomorrow. I bought that. So get my real estate license. I also started my master's degree on Monday. Hopefully, I'm not gonna say hopefully, I will complete that, and that is in digital marketing and e-commerce. Why? Because I want to become a brand, Brittany the brand, and share my story. Because I feel like being 32 with stage 4 breast cancer, I have a lot to share, because looking at me, you would never know it. I'm gonna get married.
2020 apparently.
I'll get married. I don't have a boyfriend, but I'm getting married this year.
I want to see it, honestly.
Yeah, I'm gonna get married, and I'm joking, but I feel like when I joke about stuff, it happens. Don't get married.
Just keep thinking about it. You're manifesting.
Yeah, I'm manifesting some abs.
I'm manifesting marriage too, girl. I don't know about marriage, but engagement.
I gotta get a boyfriend. I'm married first.
It's time.
Shit.
And becoming a homeowner and investing in properties. So
that's a great goal right there.
You know,
I love it.
I'm loving that. I'm here for it. I probably shouldn't use this one for this.
You know, she tried to block my vision right on my board, but okay.
You see what I'm saying? People make accidents, you know, people hold that over your head for the rest of their life, but
they like they perfect.
Okay. Okay. But
I ain't blocking nobody's vision.
Okay, we don't know that shit. We don't know that shit.
It's mine.
So I'm kind of blocking yours too.
Yeah, in a way. Double block, alright. We're talking about goals, right?
Yeah.
Some goals for me, some big goals for me is to go back to school, which I did start the process already. I had to finish some extra counseling from 2012 from one school. But you know, I got my other transcript from Lipscomb, and I did not realize how long I was actually in school and how much I actually did, which made me feel really, really good. Cause woo, child. But going back to school, which I started that process, I'm really excited about that. I plan to buy a home in May. I started that process. I'm really, really excited about that.
We are really excited too.
Yeah, okay, come on. Because me and my mom are really trying to get into real estate and all that kind of stuff also. So, you know, I'm trying to retire her a little young, you know, tired. Somebody's going to watch my kids. It ain't gonna be big. So, there's that. And then another one, I have some financial goals that I wrote down at home was to like pay $2,500 on top of my principal, like my car note, my principal for my car note, you know, like my monthly shit.
Yeah.
$2,500 on top of that. I'm gonna pay $150 a month on my student loans. This is the first year I will be paying on them. I've been deferring them hoes. So
I've been deferring them too.
There's that.
Me too.
For like 10 years.
I was paying like $5 a month one time.
I don't pay anything. I don't pay anything. They're gonna be there for student loans.
They don't be there.
I mean, I'm saying like student loans are there.
They're gonna be there, is what you said.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. They don't be there. Yes, they do.
They are going. Okay. They are going to be there. And what's jacked up? Not even jacked up. Is that my student loan was only $10,000. I could have paid it off years ago, but I'm like, you know what? You're not getting any money from me.
Because one year, what if they just like forget that shit? But then all people pay that shit.
But hey, also
that was up.
With my situation, if I go on, I'm not gonna do it, and hopefully, I'm not gonna say hopefully, I'm not gonna do it because I'm gonna be. Also, my goal is my intention to be a medical miracle. But anyway, if I did have to go on permanent disability, they will wipe away your student loans. So there's another reason why they are not getting any money from you. No, I got cancer. You are not getting any money from me. You cannot really no cancer person.
Oh wow.
They really bullying you too.
Yeah, don't they?
They don't even call me. I don't even know they have my new number. So
I'm sure they got your number.
They have the house phone.
They'll find it, right?
They have the house number.
They will find.
But they don't call me.
Cellular.
They're persistent.
I just get calls from car warranty.
Okay, them calls ain't on my nerves.
Right, so annoying. And then they send you stuff in the mail too, like.
Right, like didn't you hear me like press the end button on you?
Just in case.
So we have some good goals, ladies.
Yes, we do.
I feel like we should now become each other's accountability partners.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, my other goal is to be meat free.
I had that same goal in mind, but I was like, never mind.
For the year?
Yeah, because I did in 2018. I also did a trial with myself. How was my blood count and levels with eating meat versus not eating meat?
And it was better. Of course it was. I don't.
Yeah, it was pretty much. Well,
of course it was.
It was the same. It's just like certain levels rose up, and it wasn't like it was good levels. But then when I saw so they have these things where they test your tumor markers. When I saw the most, I guess, decrease in my markers was when I wasn't eating meat and exercising. So in September, my tumor markers were 421. In December, they were 112. So throughout that time, when I wasn't eating meat and exercising and everything, it decreased the most. And then I started back eating meat.
I thought I wanted to be vegan this year.
I don't know about vegan.
It's just, I don't know. It's gonna have to be a gradual thing. I started my no meat Mondays and I've been failing that. So once I can do that, then I can start thinking about the next step. Because clearly I can't get to the first step. So I really need to stop eating so many sweets too.
Yeah.
Diabetes runs in my family. And I'm not trying to get diabetes, so. And I have a horrible sweet tooth to the point I just be so annoyed myself. I feel like some days I can't function without something sweet. And I need to get that under control because I'm only getting older. Like I said, runs in my family, so.
You have to detox.
I need to research, I need to detox soon. But I need to research some things for people who want something sweet but don't.
Fruit.
Yeah, but I feel like fruit is almost.
But it's a healthier sugar than
I'm saying
sweet.
it's just as bad, but maybe not.
It's a healthier sugar.
I'll figure it out. I need to start researching exotic fruits and stuff. I get tired of saying fruits we got in America.
Oh shit. So you gotta go to those international markets.
You're exactly right.
Okay, so since we're about getting healthy, maybe one episode we could bring in some food or try to cook or something. Or have an exercise.
Oh, I have a good exercise at home. Because
put on mine. I bought me an in-home sauna. Not to cut you off, an in-home sauna. That I didn't get the one that was that was all electric because of EMFs, but you put water in it. And so detoxification is really good. So I zipped myself up in this thing. And I just sweated.
Oh my god!
Right? Because me
a sauna.
A sauna.
Are you sure you mean a sauna?
Right. Yeah, it said when I bought it said sauna, portable, at home.
Where'd you get it from?
Sauna. Amazon. I'm like an old lady.
That's kind of fado.
Yeah. So
I'm all for working out in the house. That's all I'm gonna say. I think it's possible to get abs if I'm eating right and I do my.
I think I have
a really good ab workout. I will share it with you guys.
Okay.
And anybody who wants it.
I'm here for it.
I can see the difference in my waist. Also, I've been waist training too. And so
how's that been going?
Good.
I feel like I might mess up my organs if I waist train. So.
It's gonna rearrange them a little bit, but I like the little. I like the waist training gives you, the little curve, the hourglass.
Oh, liver is over here.
Right.
It's over here. So. Yeah, we probably do an exercise type thing. Because being healthy is sexy.
Yes.
It is. You may think, eating, eating good and all of that is cool. But if you're lucky,
but you know what it tastes like. A comedian said that one time. He was like, why do we keep eating these bad foods when we know what it tastes like? He was like, eat the food that you know is good for you, and then eat the food that you know what it tastes like every once in a while. Because you know what it tastes like. It's not doing nothing for you beneficially. You just like the taste. Like that's no self-control.
I'm loving like that more black people are getting on these health waves.
They are. I see so many vegan black females on my Instagram.
So there's a documentary
with amazing bodies
on Amazon. I think it's called The Invisible Vegan, and it's talking about black people being vegans. And
it's
so
a lot of black people that are vegan.
I can remember when soul food was introduced, the year that like soul food was introduced or stated as like the black cuisine. But it was like, that's not true because like the slaves in the Northeast, they were eating seafood, and the slaves in the going more so west, we're eating like peppers, and so the whole chitlins and fried stuff, that wasn't everybody's way of eating. And historically, we're descendants from Africa, we ate grains and fruits and vegetables. We weren't just hardcore meat eaters. Because they said like a lot of people, their friends say, oh, that's white people.
That's crazy.
That's white people food. It's like, no, white people, they were the meat eaters.
Food for anybody who wants to live. Like, it's crazy how often Americans don't eat vegetables, but we eat like different kinds of meat, different kinds of starches in one meal. But the whole day you can eat nothing green.
Right.
Exactly. I was talking to somebody else.
It's like how
I don't eat vegetables.
Yeah, like that's not cool.
Your insides are rotten. I do not want to smell your fart. I don't even want to smell your breath because it's coming out.
Yeah, people who don't eat vegetables, people who claim they don't like water, like.
How do you not like water? You're an adult.
Yeah. Right, grow up.
Grow the fuck up.
Really, we too grown for this.
We too grown for this. Grow up.
Grow up.
Water tastes like what?
Water ain't got no taste.
That's because your pipes are rusty.
Find a water
right, I mean, like, it's just a bottle of water.
It's like a million of them.
It's a million.
So you telling me all of them? You don't like none of them?
You don't like none of them?
Not even Fiji?
Yeah,
I would say Dasani tastes funny.
Dasani does taste funny. I would say that.
Dasani, I fuck with.
Right.
I like Pour. I like Fiji water. I like.
I actually like Aldi water. They have they have the spring water in their bottles are BPA free.
Oh, like Deer Park, all that stuff. But spring water.
Well, yes.
What Dr. CB told us to drink.
Also, I'm gonna say abundance for this year.
Okay, that's your word. Okay. All right.
Abundance.
Yes. We're gonna hear abundance.
Not millionaires, but multi-millionaires.
There you go. Speak it.
Multi-millionaires.
Speak it.
I already knew. Thank you, God. I accept it.
Speak it. I have no issues. Speak it.
I mean, if anybody else can be one, why can't
Girl,
we?
I promise. Say it. Okay. Well, I think those are beautiful goals. I'm glad that we were able to reflect and learn from 2019 for things to do or not do in the year ahead. I hope everyone is able to stick to their goals. I know it's real easy in the beginning, and then we get to like June and we like,
right?
What'd you say?
February.
Okay.
That's we go on vacation and recharge.
Okay. So I really hope that we can be intentional with keeping our goals for 2020. I hope that you all, our listeners, can make yourself some goals. Do a vision board if you need to. Reflect on 2019 so you know where you're going for 2020. Yeah, that was that.
Fail to plan, yeah. Plan to fail.
There you go. Yes, what she said. So, well, that is it for the first episode of the new year, aka episode 5. Episode 5. Grown. She always got a song for the Grown Woman Podcast.
It's a song for everything.
Just so y'all know where to find us, even though I know y'all know, but just in case. I'm Big Ange 615 _
I am Brittany Shook, Vitamin B _. We're not giving out full names.
Okay. Every time.
I am Jamila the Journalist, JOMILLA the Journalist on Instagram.
And this is the
And you can find me on Facebook. On the Facebook.
Do not add me on Facebook.
Don't add me on Facebook.
I am not going to accept.
Well, this is the Grown Woman Podcast. We will talk to y'all next time. We out. Yeah.
We all said 3 different things.
I know, and I was here for it, but what do we say?
Bye, peace, and
we out.